Cool. So,
I can't
GM,
see anyone.
guys, I know it's more in the morning. We're going to do a little bit something different. Instead of me presenting, and just me presenting, I got someone from Web3. So this is someone who normally doesn't really go to events. If he does, he's very anon about it, very on the down low. And he has also been working with plenty of communities around the world where he is providing them reasons why he sticks around or why he will bring in his friends or why he will bring in his communities. So instead of talking about the topic in general, what I would like to do is open the stage for you guys to ask him questions. That means I'll repeat the question from you guys, and then you will hear him through the mics answering your question. A little bit of different session. Does anyone have something? It could be about a project, it can be about an NFT thing, it can be about art, it can be about launches. He has worked in multiple chains, Avalanche, Core, Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, whatever you want to know. Stage is open. No?
Can you the camera around? Because
Yes, I
can't see
can
them.
turn the camera around so he can see everyone. Right, that is a very handy thing to see. So, as you can see, yeah.
Hello! Hello!
Yeah.
Hello, peoples! Hold up, let me see if I know anyone.
Oh, no,
Look
yeah.
at the guy with the big hat. You look freaking amazing. Well done, you. Well done. And the guy on the far right-hand side that's looking downwards, on your phone maybe,
On my phone.
behind the three on the right-hand side. No.
Do I need
There's three on the right, and then there's a guy right behind. There we go.
Yeah.
GM.
See, you are full of energy.
I'm just saying GM.
I see you're full of energy.
Full energy.
Right.
So before we continue, did you lot get drunk last night?
Oh shit. Did anyone go out party? No, everyone took it
Did
easy.
anyone go out party?
This is the reason probably why you guys are here. Definitely.
Hey.
So.
Okay, yeah, fire away.
Hey, Dread, you there, right? Could you maybe do a little bit of an introduction about yourself towards these people? Small introduction.
That's pretty nice. GM, my name is Dread. I've worked in Web3 or worked in blockchain technology for over 5 years. Started off with mining GPUs. Did okay in that, and then came into the.
Did you just drop? He just cut. Okay, so this is the downside of wireless connection.
No. Hello.
Yep, you're back.
Hello.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. So you worked in the NFT space. Launched several projects in the NFT space in 2021, 2022. Then moved over to the DeFi sector and blockchain sector to help both sectors in marketing. How to onboard people, how to onboard people onto their products, onto their projects, or as investors. So that's not to bore you lot first thing in the morning. We've worked in all angles of Web3, where we normally tend to have answers for problems that companies need solutions for.
Now, I am going to open it up with a question, which is technically the title of the session, which was how do you keep community, sticking around instead of just hyping it up? They mint and then they leave. You know how it goes. We've seen it all. Dread, you there?
How do we? Is that the question?
Yeah.
How do we?
Yeah. How you keep community around?
Okay, so the first thing that normally tends to happen is when anyone's launching a product, 9 times out of 10 they're looking for investment.
Yep.
And because they're looking for investment, they give this they create a marketing strategy that provides it seems like a lot of opportunities or financial opportunities to the people wanting to come in. So then they offer them. You could potentially make so much, or there's so much hype here, you're going to make so much. Okay, now if you're going to market your product to your consumer, and the only thing that the consumers got out of it is they're going to make money, out of it in the short term, what's going to tend to happen is you will have that spike where instantly it will go up whilst they're accumulating, then it will go down whilst they're selling, and then they've done what you guys have said to them that they should do. Cut a long story short, in not so many words, where what you should do is actually what I believe is build slowly. There's no need for a quick up and a quick down, because slow growth is actually a lot better by taking your time and effort by building a community, building the people, building your core supporters and your core investors per se in your projects. By doing it slowly, you don't have that effect where you will lose people straight away after your mint, because you're not promising them the world, and they're not going to be taken on an emotional roller coaster ride. So that would be my way personally of growing is not to go for the financial gain part right at the beginning, because that just ruins your project. Is to slowly implement the financial gain over a longer period of time after the mint, including the mint as your kind of accelerator, but continuing it slowly. That's what I would do. If you would like examples, I can go into that afterwards.
Oh yeah, you can do case studies, definitely. However, at this stage in time, I do want to ask from anyone in the audience, do you have a question specifically for him? Yeah. Wait. Oh, because this mic is working, right? Okay, cool. So,
Yes. Okay.
yeah, we're going to do like...
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Well, my name is Marcel. I am a tulip artist, and I have a exposition of 99 tulip paintings, which I made with, real paint, and they are on display in several places in the Netherlands. When I was done, I thought, okay, I want to continue with this, so I started to do NFTs, which is a great way. You can put all kinds of creativity in there. I have now collections growing, but how do I step further? How do I move further?
If I may ask, what do you want to do? Like, beyond it?
Yeah, I will have eventually. I will have 9,801 NFTs.
Okay.
And they're in series of 99.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll sell them.
Yeah. Yeah, you want... Okay, cool. So, Dread, you there?
Yeah, I couldn't hear.
Yeah, okay. So a little bit of a recap. Man has a tulip collection. He wants to keep growing them further. How many collections were in total? 99 collections of 99 NFTs. He is specifically looking for methods to keep growing that further, to keep growing the community as well further, so that it kind of becomes like, this big community hub of love for tulips. Am I correct in that? Yeah? Did you get that question? So now he's asking you specifically, as the Web3 degenerate who's not here, what would you do? Yeah.
What would I do for tulip collection?
Yeah, what would you do to take it a step further, to grow the brand further from just NFTs to more?
Where's the gentleman based?
Netherlands.
Okay, cool. So what I would do at that point is, tulips are a massive thing in Holland. So I would interact with any organization that has tulips. So obviously flower stands, flower stalls, people who give, people who deliver flowers, for example, where if you could do a deal with said businesses, especially when they're delivering flowers, give them a little bit, obviously, to then maybe have a card or postcard or something to do with your project that coincides with the actual tulips as well. So I would piggyback of flower companies, let's just say, because it's mainly art. Flower companies, flower delivery companies, and anyone that uses tulips in and around, or tulips as their main point of sale in Holland or around the world, but mainly in Holland, and start working directly with those institutions, because that will be your way to get hold of Web2 people, if that makes sense. And the transition at the moment is more institutional for this bull run. So to get yourself lined up for 2026, 2027, in the Web2 factor or the IRL factor, I think that would be a very strong placement for your product. So it's basically targeting people who love tulips. That's what I would do. Have you gone down that route so far? Has he never?
I'm trying to translate and run back and forth. That's the whole thing with this thing. Wait, give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So what you're saying is target actually the real businesses who are in tulips and try to connect with them and see how you can serve them and
Work
get
together.
their interest and work together. Yeah.
Yes. In the end, we are all trying to grow the pie bigger for everyone here within crypto. That also means that it is about onboarding different type of businesses. You, sir, as for example, that you're working with tulips, would mean that you can onboard certain individuals as well within the tulip industry. How you do that, of course, that's up to your own creativity. But of course, as we're bringing more individuals in, space grows. It is actually a very good situation for everyone here, because who knows, those shops might start with tulips, but they might branch out further along the line, which, as you are their contact point, will only benefit you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Awesome. Anyone else have a question, or do we have time and it is game over? I think it's game over, right? Yeah, it's game over. If you guys have questions, don't hesitate.
Oh.
I know. You ended up talking a bit too much, I think, and we couldn't finish the second case. But
Oh, look, the guy's even walking away. Look,
know.
that's not good.
I know.
Where are you going? Hi. By the way, I've got to say also, the guy with like the silver hair, fucking cool.
Man with
so
silver
cool.
hair. There's a man with silver hair. You are so cool. Yeah.
You are so cool. I can't stop looking at your hair thinking, shit, man, that your hair is fucking cool.
Cool.
Like, yeah, hats off.
So, Dread, our talk is coming to an end. Thank you for being here. And, we'll stay in touch. I'll probably, hit you up later. So, thank you guys for listening.
Okay. Ciao.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.